Are you ready for your next comedian? She's another female, and she's really sexy. And she's going to be at Laugh Fest Comedy Festival on March 16th. Formerly known as Princess, but now I think she's Goddess or something, maybe Diva. Put your hands together for Julia Brown.
Hi, everybody. Keep it going for all the comedians you saw before me. What happened? Okay. You don't have to call me Diva, just call me Julia. Princess Julia, whatever. So, thanks, guys, for coming out. I really appreciate everybody being here. I'm good at many things. So, a lot of you drove up from the suburbs. I know it was quite a drive for some of you. So, and I know we're in Minneapolis, so I just want to make sure everyone feels safe. Their cars are safe. They're locked. Do you feel good about that? Because, I freak out. When I hear a car alarm go off, I, run to the window. I run outside. And then I remember I drive a 91 Camry. Okay, but I still have a level of concern, for other people and things. And my car is so dirty, too. It looks like a hobo lives in it, I am that hobo. Well, let's not dwell on that. Some of you don't know me, and I was a teen mom. Well, a teen mom. I met someone when I was 18, but by today's standards, I don't think that's considered teenage anymore. But back in the olden days, when I had my son, we didn't have those really cool shows like 16 and Pregnant. To learn from. And I don't know, a lot of you have had kids, and you know that when you're pregnant, you have to go in to the doctor every month for an appointment. Well, when I went in, they took us to these birthing classes. I don't remember a single thing that they said to us in any of these classes, except the very last one. They showed a video of a woman giving birth. You should never do that. Because that is like a murderer showing you Silence of the Lambs before he kills you. And I was really lucky. I had a really good kid, but then he grew up. But he was good. He rarely had tantrums. He waited till he was 10 years old at the Star Wars Museum. He wanted a Boba Fett, collector's hat. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't. But I really wanted to get it for him. It was really important, but I didn't have $50. And it plagued me for years. So for his 21st birthday, I got him the hat. You know what he said? He said, "Sweet, this will make a nice bong." It's my boy. I really think that this was paybacks for the masturbating talk he got when he was 12. I do. I thought that this is what you did as a parent. I sat him down and I said, "Son, does this happen to a certain body part?" And he hung his head. He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, it's okay. It's okay. There are ways to take care of that. But make sure you take care of it when no one is around. And not when you're on a camping trip with your grandma. We don't want that to happen again. And from now on, you're washing your own socks." Good. This was a good talk. I think we really connected. My mom is such a nice lady, too. She crochets these little hats for orphans in Somalia. Well, she did until she saw the Somali pirates wearing them on the news. Felt so bad for her. So The Walking Dead is a really good show. Yeah. You on board? Yeah. My boyfriend and I watch it all the time, Yeah, that. And we were watching it, and he's like, if my cat became a zombie, I don't think I could kill her. I was like, oh, honey, that's so sweet. So we continue watching the show, right? We're having a few drinks. Later, he shares with me, if you became a zombie, I'd have no problem shooting you. It's like, so I'm hoping that his cat turns before I do. Something's going down. So I'm 42. I know, 42. I feel like I should be at a support group right now. Like, whenever I see an article about women who are 40 and fabulous, it's always this woman in a power suit like this. And, like, what I don't get, because, like, when I feel fabulous is when I just don't have wrinkly cleavage, So it's like, I don't understand that whole... It looks like you dropped something right there. Do you mind if I just help you?
Yeah, totally.
You need to...
Oh,
Look at it.
fantastic. Looks amazing.
Really look.
It's not wrinkly.
It's fabulous. I didn't plan this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel creepy and weird or anything. Yes, I did. No, I really wasn't going to get it. I just wanted to show you my fabulous cleavage. It's not wrinkly today. I got a new push-up bra. Thank you. But there's a show on TV that I don't like. It's the Real Housewives of Somewhere Fabulous. You guys ever seen that one? Thank you. They need to bring it on home to our level that we can understand. Like the Real Housewives of Eagan, Minnesota. There'll be 5 women sitting around in their designer sweatsuits. I gotta get the oil changed in the minivan, but the kids have soccer practice. Busy. Tune in next week when the ladies ask. So, Julia, when are you getting married? Sometimes I wake myself up when I fart. Cut. Wait a minute. I thought this was real. It's fun. So, because like now that I'm 42, I feel like I'm entitled to talk about my vagina. She is a big part of my life. And so I gave her a name. Princess Kitty. Meow. I don't know what's going on down there. That was weird. That was really weird. I used to wish that I was a man. I know, I saw your face. Why, right? Because I thought it would be fun to teabag somebody. People know what I'm seeing. Still, I need to experience this. But now I don't want to do that anymore. Now I just want a man's ego. I do, because the sexes aren't equal. And I'll tell you, they won't be equal until a woman can walk on a beach in a Speedo while she's fat, bald, and hairy and still feel sexy. That man's on the beach right now, just fabulous. I can't wait to see that, but, gosh. I wanted to, like when you're celebrating something, like you want to go somewhere really fancy. So I was celebrating, and I went to this place I'd never been. And right away when I walked in, I immediately knew, oh, this is way too expensive. And then I was greeted by the hostess. Greetings. Are you here for tea today? Food? We're having tea in the parlor, high tea, for $25 a person. Oh, well, that's when I turned to my son and I said, son, don't you ever pay $25 for tea unless it does get you high. The life lessons just go on and on. I'd like to spend a few days with your kids if you have any. I would. So I was at the doctor recently, and she wanted to run all these tests on me. And I was like, no. You've never done that before. We're not going to start. She's like, well, looked at me just so serious, right? She goes, Julia, the Lord gives you the first 40 years of your life, and then you have to start taking care of yourself. Well, all I heard was the Lord, and I looked around. I was like, what? Am I at a Chick-fil-A? 'Cause I want bacon. She didn't like that. It was a rough day, so I wanted to make myself feel better. So I went to go tan. It's always good. And the girl behind the counter was like, did you need some lotion today? I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need any. She's like, well, what kind do you use? I said, well, I don't use it, so that's why I'm good. And then she said, well, you should use it, because when you tan, it sucks all the moisture out of your skin, and it makes it all raisiny. And when you use the lotion, it makes it like a grape. So I spent $80 on that lotion. And now I just rub it on my boobs. Grapes. Grapes. I hope it works. So I'm actually engaged now. Thanks. Yeah. And so when he asked me to marry him, he got down on his knees, you know. And when he was down there, I was like, oh, did you want some private time with Princess Kitty? Oh, you have a ring. My bad. Yes to both. It's worked out. He went on a trip to Salt Lake City recently, and he thought it would be funny to come home with a T-shirt that said, I tried polygamy. Well, it was funny because I thought it meant rock climbing. I was like, honey, you are so brave. So brave. And now I think it's funny to wear it like when he invites friends over from work. I'll be like, dee, 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 dee. I can wear the T-shirt when they show up. Oh, it's fun. You know, and we like to go out and have a few drinks and have fun sometimes, you know. So we were out like one night last week, and we got back home, and he wanted to fool around, and I wanted to fool around, you know, drinking. But I couldn't. I couldn't perform. Because, you know, whiskey clit. Man. And when I met him, like, I was working at this sex shop. And he's like, I don't know if I like you working there. And I was like, well, you know, it's not like I sit around with the vibrator in my butt all day. Because I have to come out of the office once in a while. Oh, goodness. But I'm actually 10 years older than him. Yeah, thank you. Why'd I have to look? Everyone usually claps because, like, I'm a total cougar. And back to the joke. Some of you might call me a cougar, but I consider myself more of a sexual predator on safari. And that is my time, guys. Thanks for coming. And thank you. Comes Karen.
Keep it going for Cougar Julia Brown.